It's a new year. Navigating stress and anxiety and the woes and fears of what could possibly go wrong now. We've come through some of the most difficult times in the past few years, and we've now all understood the importance of well-being, of how to look after ourselves, how to better serve our emotional and mental and physical self. And we owe that to the discomfort of what took place in 2020. And now we're here, that feels like it happened like ages ago. It was only a few years ago, but it was a while ago, but yet we're still licking our wounds, aren't we? We're still having to cope with the after effect. We're still having to deal with what was. And many of us are realizing the impact of our own well-being, of our own mental health. And that is very much the way it works when trauma has taken shape in our lives. It doesn't just end there. It's over, but it's not over, because now we have all these other things happening and we don't know what to do with them. So what do? We try our best to get through it. It's January, it's the 2nd, and many of us are trying to get fit, lose weight, meet our financial goals, look at what we're doing with our careers, how are we going to move forward, what are we going to do? And for some, the lucky some, they may have a plan. For many of us, there is no plan, or the plan is sketchy, or we're still plagued by those old thoughts and those old habits. And that's an issue. Because when we have not supported ourselves to deal with those problems that we have not actually sorted out, they have a way of lurking their way back to the surface and then setting us back. Being able to be in a position where you can recognize and understand and identify what is your perceived threat, what is the worry, what is the problem, what is the dread. I hear it so often in the therapy room. People telling me how they wake up in the morning and they just have that pending doom feeling, like there's a gloom, there's something going to happen. We look outside and it's rainy and it's dark and it's grey and it's dismal, and we say to ourselves, what is the point? And for many people who are saying, what is the point, over and over again, what is the point? And we struggle to understand what the point actually is, because we're doing very much the same thing day in and day out, aren't we? We're doing exactly the same thing that we did the first time we did what we did. So how do we make change? There's one thing I've learned is when we've had an impact of trauma or pain or a wound that has not been healed, if we don't look after that wound and heal it and let the light in, we find that it festers and causes us a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort. Being able to open up to that thought and that emotion and that experience of discomfort isn't easy. And often we try to do so by pushing it down. And it's really common for us as human beings to get away from discomfort as much as we can by pushing down and ignoring what is really going on in our lives. By doing that, we can sell ourselves a false narrative and tell ourselves things like, it's going to be okay. It's not that it's not going to be okay, but you could be in a better thinking space to handle what is not okay, so that when it is okay, you're stronger to determine the goals and the direction and the decision making to best serve you. The platform is geared towards people who are serious about making changes for their mental well-being, serious about embarking on their emotional health, serious about making changes with a clear, direct route to embark on courses created by myself to support the growth and development of how you tackle your thoughts and your emotions, how you can unpick and embark on the healing process The idea behind Better Thinking Space is that you take your thoughts to a better thinking space. You take yourself to a better thinking space, and you get to unpick and empty out all of the ideas and thought processes that have kept you stuck. The first thing I've done in this group is I've created a free workshop video on how to journal effectively, the art of journaling. This is something that I have noticed people don't really know how to do. Some of us are veterans at journaling and we love it, and some of us absolutely hate it. And that's because, quite frankly, we're doing it wrong. When you journal with a process of detailing every action that you've done today, or only the bad things, you're not taking yourself to a better thinking space. With Better Thinking Space, you were taking yourself to a place where you can look and explore the problem and see the solution. I am a firm believer in problems create an opportunity for you to see the solution, okay? And you can create your own solution that works for you. I know that might sound a bit like, what's she talking about? How can you create a solution? How can you see an opportunity in a problem? But there's always an opportunity and there's always a choice. There's always a step that you can take to enable yourself, empower yourself, and encourage yourself to make the steps and the changes that better serve you.